Hey guys, and welcome to another Girls Frontline 2 video, and today we're fighting Mr. TUMOR. This is my team. It's a little less relatable than I'd prefer, because fighting him, you need to kill enemies consistently and constantly, which means you need AoEs. My AoEs aren't strong enough to insta-kill them, so I need two. And you also need to live, and you also need to break his armor, because once you break his armor, you immediately can insta-kill him, because he takes like 80% more damage. So I unfortunately have to use a Suomi, but when I have a better strategy without Suomi, I'll show you. So let's go. All right, so this one takes actually a little more strategy than you'd actually expect. I'll need Sabrina and Loda are basically free to play, because by the time you make it here, you should hopefully have bought enough Sabrina pieces to have her, but the other two units not so much. I like to put my Sabrina top right, my Suomi top left, my damage dealer bottom left, and my Loda bottom right. And there's a specific reason for this that you'll see through the strategy. So when fighting this, he's gonna spawn enemies, and you kind of are expected to kill every single one of them every turn, or you're not gonna be able to complete this. It's annoying, it's kind of BS, but you kind of have to. The synergy that Suomi has with a Loda kind of makes this only possible with Suomi, which is why I'm using her. But yeah, you'll see. So we'll go in. It doesn't really matter who this hits as long as it hits the boss, and you just want to apply the freeze debuff. So if you ever get a character in the future that applies freeze debuff and is a supporter, like that helps keep people alive, you might be able to replace them with them. We'll take my Loda, and there's a few places you can place. You can place Loda here or place Loda here. For this turn, I like to place Loda here so it gets attacked by his nearest enemy target, and then basically I'll never let him hit Loda again. The thing that's good is she should double attack the boss, and this attack is what you need. Being able to break his armor quicker is extremely useful, and you'll only be using her ult for the majority of the match, so you're gonna have to keep using the same strat. Use her ult, use her neural adjustment over and over again. We then take our Sabrina, and we're going to use this. This should kill everyone and clear up the areas for more rotations. And lastly, my baby Tolo will slide all the way over here and kill this boss. You need to kill the Fedumor, because if you don't kill him, what he does is he gives a very strong shield to the boss, and it basically just stops you from doing any effective damage for the entire turn, which is not good, obviously. So we'll go in, and this should be the general strat over and over again. So he's gonna attack everyone. This boss is actually extremely difficult, and I do wonder how other people complete it, because the way that I've had to complete it is extremely, like, it took me a while to find this, to say the least. Maybe they just have a really strong Sabrina and they just powered her up, but like, even her using her AoE, I need to use that, and I need to use Loda just to make this sustainable, and it's a little ridiculous. Throw this, get the double attack, and you kind of want to be rotating in a circular motion, because the enemies spawn top right, bottom left, top left, and they keep going in a circle. So if you don't do it like this, you might not be able to reach the enemies, and if you can't reach them, you're not going to be able to do any effective damage. I might need to rewind because my Sabrina doesn't look like she's close enough to the boss, but we'll see. And also, I don't know what strategy you use, but having Sabrina seems to be something that is needed, because she's the only one that can consistently get all of her armor back every single turn. And if you don't have more than 6 armor, he'll stun you. So whenever she spawns, the strat is literally just take your Sab, drop her over here. She needs to attack first, so she gets hit by the first skill, and she needs to be right next to him to get hit by the second skill. And since it does 6 each turn, and you have 12, this allows you to kind of rinse and repeat the strat over and over again without getting punished. We will then use our Loda as usual, and we'll drop this over here. You kind of need to make sure it always hits the boss, so just keep that in mind. Don't ever throw it too far away. And she'll just keep knocking down his armor. Beautiful. And once again, we'll use this. Since they Fedumor spawn, since it spawns every 2 rounds, we need to take our DPS, which is my Tolo, and kill him. Now, I like to kill him with my auto attack, because I like to save my ult to actually do damage next turn. So if you land on the corner, this shouldn't be considered the closest unit. That's something I learned a while ago, so make sure you abuse that. And I'm going to drop this here because enemies will spawn here, and maybe they can land on the frost tiles if I'm lucky. Beautiful. Everyone stays alive. Next should just be a basic enemy spawn. Yep, so we'll take our Sabrina. She still has decent health, but she's going to be very weak after this. So I could take my Tolo and take the hit, but I might just see if my Sabrina can charge through it. I don't think she's going to die by any means, so I could probably just do this. And also, no health. Now you'll see, now that it has no armor, you are going to see how absolutely ludicrous the damage numbers get. So I'm going to use my double attack with my Tolo, and you're going to watch his health disappear. Win. Give me a crit. Please, please, please. Ah, no crit. That's okay though. We still have half health. We'll take our Loda, drop her over here. And this should kill all the ads. Beautiful. And we'll just keep rinsing and repeating. So we'll use this again. And we'll take her and drop her here. From here on out, you kind of just need to abuse as much damage as possible, because you're not going to have a lot of turns left. And seeing how I didn't hit a lot of my crits, he still has a decent amount of health left. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my Sabrina take one attack and my Tolo take the other, just so we could split the damage a bit, because everyone's very, very weak right now. And I don't want anyone to die, because that'd be very, very bad. Definitely at this point. So we'll go in. Beautiful. And we're going to use our Suomi just to keep my Sabrina alive. And lastly, we're going to take our Tolo and we're going to kill the TUMOR, but we are going to take the nearest attack. Now it's getting a little close for comfort, which is not good, but I think it should still be possible. For now, it's just a damage issue. I'm not really getting lucky with my damage. We're going to take our Loda, drop her over here. And now my Tolo will run all the way over here and pump in some damage. Hopefully she crits, because she has not been critting. Okay, finally. Okay. Now we should be good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, this boss is extremely difficult. Like, I really need to see how other people complete it, because it'd be very interesting, but what this boss does is ridiculous. The constant ad clearing while having to actually kill him is so stressful. And just fighting this is probably the hardest tier 1, I guess I'll call it, for the Crossroads. Out of everyone anyways. There you go. Attack the boss. Nice. So we're going to attack him. We're going to use our Tololo. And if this crits, it should just be over. So crit. I swear if it doesn't crit. Okay, thank you. It's a 96% crit, alright? You should... If I don't crit that, it's a ridiculous. And boom. That is so precise. But alright. I actually don't know if I had one more turn, because it was 7 out of 8. I feel like I would have had one. But yeah, there you go. This is actually really strat heavy, and at the moment, maybe you could probably do with a Macchiato because she has good damage, but having a good single target damage dealer is really good. And look at the amount of damage that Loda did. And alright, there you go. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.